Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Did you have lunch? Done with the lunch? No. Did you do the activity? Hmm? Did you finish the test? I can't hear any response. Is it my problem or are you not telling anything?
Ma'am, today I'll send.
Today you'll send.
Yeah.
We have to discuss that in class. That's why I told you to do and come. Others, did you do?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Did you establish rapport? Ashish?
Yes.
Yes. Very good. Amal? No. Why? Huh?
Forgot.
You forgot. Now I should be asking the cliche question that all teachers ask. Did you forget to eat your breakfast? Did you forget to eat your lunch? Did you forget to eat your dinner? Cliche dialogue, no? The teachers ask when you say that you forgot something. What will you do then? Meghna and Alvina, did you complete?
I'm only half because no one is.
No one is there. Okay, Alvina, what about you?
Ma'am, about that pageants test, no?
Yeah, PANAS, PANAS.
I just have gone through it.
Okay, then we'll do one thing. Grishma and Aishwarya, what about you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you do?
Yes.
Yes, Grishma. No. Okay, do one thing. You administer that to yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, wait. Others, those who did not complete, just see the test. Just open it. Now itself. Open it and fill it up. Fast, fast. I'll give you 5 minutes.
And we should do that on one of our family members, right?
Yes, yes. These people did not get family members or some of them forgot. So what to do? I can't bring family members to the class, no. Those who did not complete, please complete fast. I'll give you 5 minutes.
Ma'am, I don't have phone with my ma'am.
Oh my God. Okay, wait. You, Reina, wait. Others complete. Okay, this is known as positive affect and negative affect scale. Okay, those who are doing, you can do it. Just listen in the background. And do you know what an affect is? AFFECT. Affect. What does that mean? Affect. Reina.
EFF.
AFFECT. AFFECT. Yes. Affect. What does that mean? Or use that word in a sentence. I think it's related to procedural memory, so you might find it difficult to explain. So, affect, use that in one sentence and make a sentence, frame a sentence with the word affect. Anybody? Aishwarya, Grishma, Ashish?
The cause of something.
No, use that in a sentence. Use the word affect. Yeah.
Hiroshima was affected
by Nagasaki.
Nagasaki.
Hiroshima was affected by Nagasaki.
Ayo, ayo.
Whatever it is, that meaning is like something is causing something, just like Aishwarya said, isn't it? But here in psychology, the word affect, that is AFFECT, that means affect. This in psychology, this is a symbol of psychology. Do you know that? Yes. And what is it called?
Pitchfork.
My.
Fork.
What is it for? I'm dead. Finished. Anybody else?
Sai.
Sai. It is called Sayashish. This was a fork before September 2019. Now this is Sai. Okay. From the moment you started to learn psychology, this is Sai, not a fork. Like this. Okay, so affect in psychology, it is considered in terms of emotion. Okay, what is emotion now? I'm expecting a word from you. What is emotion? Huh?
Feeling.
Feeling, of course. Everybody says that. What is emotion? It is a feeling. What is a feeling? It is an emotion. And what is feeling and emotion? It is a mood. And this is one more word which you can add to that, to those categories. This is affect is an umbrella term. Umbrella term means it has a wider application than the word emotion, feeling, or mood. The emotion or the mood comes under this affect. Okay. Suppose in the morning you're not so well. And when somebody comes and talks to you, you're not interested to talk to them. You're not feeling to express yourself. You're not feeling well. And then your friend calls you over the phone and asks you what happened. What will you say? I don't know why, but I'm in a
Bad mood.
bad mood. So mood that might not have any particular cause. And it is not very long lasting or very intense. Okay. Just something that comes and goes. Your mood, you heard of mood swings, no? Changes from one to another very fast, very rapidly. And emotion, it is a bit intense. It's more intense than the mood. Emotion like happiness. You're happy, you're sad. You have all those emoticons of happy, sad, surprise, disgust, isn't it? So they are emotions. Now we collectively call the emotions, feelings, moods, and everything as affect in psychology. Okay? So a study on affect means we are studying the emotions, moods, feelings, and all those related things of that particular person. Now this questionnaire or this particular scale, that is PANAS, PANAS stands for positive affect, negative affect scale. Positive affect and negative affect scale. Okay, so in this scale, we are measuring the positive as well as the negative effects of the person. Understood? Okay. Now, did you all complete doing it? Meghna, Amal? Do that fast, complete. We have to score it and then only we can complete the rest. Do it fast. Okay. Those who have completed, Amal, are you still doing it? Are you still doing it or not doing at all? Please unmute and speak.
It's after the class.
After the class only you can do. What happened? Why can't you do it right now? Unmute. Unmute and speak, Amal. Why are you not doing now? I want a reason.
Nothing, ma'am.
Nothing. I asked you to do now and you're telling me you will do only after class.
Well,
You don't want to score it? Ma'am's wish. If ma'am wants, I'll score, isn't it? Whatever. Others, so just take down this matter that I'm writing on board. Positive effect. I told you this is to measure the positive and negative effect. So there are some items or some questions. Items means the questions. You remember? When we learned psychological testing, we learned items. That means the number of questions in the scale or the number of statements in the scale given in the questionnaire. So it has positive effects as well as negative effects. And the questions for positive effect, for measuring positive effect is question number 1, 3, 5, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, and 19. Take down this. Reina, also please take down. Afterwards, you can do it. And if you have any doubt, Amal and Reina, please let me know. You have to complete this by this week itself. Then negative effect questions 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 11, 13, 15, 18, and 20. Did you get 10 on both sides? Just check. Check. 10 and 10, no? So total, there are 20 items in the test. So when you build rapport, you can tell them that this is a this test has 20 items or 20 questions or 20 statements to which you have to give a tick mark for the correct option according to yourself. Okay, the basic instruction. So after building rapport, you give basic instructions for the test. No, for that you can give this information. There are 20 items in the test which you have to, for which you have to put a tick mark in the answer which you think is right for you or which you think is correct for you. Okay, now if you have that form in hand, like for exam, you'll have that form in hand. So this will be present in your manual and you can mark the first question as P, then third question as P, then fifth question as P, and so on. So it'll be more easy for you to score. Understood? Okay. Now, another thing, the scoring also has another important point. What were the responses for the for each item? Just read out the responses for each item. The options. I should read out the options.
Very slightly or not at all.
Very slightly or not at all.
A little.
A little.
Moderately.
Moderately.
Quite a bit.
What happened to you?
Quite a bit.
Okay. Quite. Q-U-I-E-T, no? T. Quite a bit.
And extremely.
Extremely. Okay. So for these five types of responses, you have scores. Okay. So for very slightly or not at all, it is 1. For a little, it is 2. For moderately, it is 3. And for quite a bit, it is 4. Extremely, it is 5. Understood? So first, what you should do is, you will have that list of questions or statements in hand, no? List of words of the test. So according to the tick mark, according to the tick mark, for each item, that is, it starts with interested, distressed, excited, like that goes. So just see, everybody please listen. So first one is interested, isn't it? For that, if a person has marked in the box under moderately, then how much score will you give for that?
3.
3. Yes, correct. So if the person has marked a little, you will give 2. The person has marked very slightly or not at all, then you will give 1. Similarly, just score the entire test. Do it carefully with this particular key. That is, if very slightly is marked, then give 1. If a little is given, then give 2. If moderately is given, give 3. If quite a bit is given, give 4. If extremely is given, give 5. Like this. If interested is written, sorry, not here. If interested is written here, and the person has made a mark here, suppose here, then across that question, you'll write 4. Then for distressed, if the person has marked this, then across the question, at the end, you will write 2. Like that, complete the 20 items. Do it carefully, because your silly mistake can make, can make the whole score different. So do it carefully. Those who have finished scoring like this, then calculate the score for positive items separately and calculate the score for negative items separately. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to for positive effect, you will have to take question 1, 3, 5, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 and 19. Add the scores for that and keep. For negative effect score, you have to take 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 11, 13, 15, 18 and 20. Add the score and keep. Raina, Raina's here or Raina left? No, she left. Have you finished? Yes? Shall I erase what's on the board? Okay. Anybody who finished scoring? You all are still doing or have you finished? Grishma finished. Okay. What did you get the score for PA?
32.
32. Okay. And NA?
27.
27. Okay. So you have to note that the score will range from 10 to 50. Why?
10 to
Because
50.
yeah, 10 to 50. The score will range from 10 to 50. That is 10 items are there for PA, right? And 10 items are there for NA. So this will range from 10 to 50. And this also will range from 10 to 50, I think so. That's given in the manual. Did you understand why this is 10 to 50? The least score that the person can score is 1 for every item, isn't it? So there are 10 items in this PA. So 1 into 10 is 10. And there are the 5 is the maximum score that the person can score for each item. So 5 into 10 is 50. Same with the negative effect also. Okay. Now, with this score, we'll just compare 32. When we consider 10 to 15, that range, where would 32 come? 10 would be too low, 50 would be high, and 32 would come in the moderate level, isn't it? So you can say here positive effect is moderate. And what about 27? What about 27? That is also neither too high nor too low. So you can write results in that form. For some tests, there will be interpretation table given. That is, if this is from 0 to 10, it is this. If this is from 11 to 20, it is this. If this is from 21 to 30, it is this. Such interpretation table will be given. For that, it is easy. But this, you have to make up and write. Okay. Now, just everybody finished scoring, no? I hope all have completed. Yeah, take the format that I gave you the other day, with starting from the aim, title, experiment, aim, and all. Got that? Okay. That day I told you, how will you write the aim?
Write as paragraph.
Start as paragraph, and how should you start it?
After
If I ask you, what is your aim in life? What will you tell? Grishma, tell me, what is your aim in life? If you don't have one, make up one and tell.
If you ask me, I'll say what my ambition is after.
Yeah, tell me. I'm asking you now. What is your aim in life?
Is to become doctor.
Clear. My aim?
Is to become a doctor.
Yes, to become a doctor. That is an aim, isn't it? So we have done this test, PANAS, which measures positive effect and negative effect. So what is the aim of the test? To tell me.
Measure positive effect and negative effect.
Yes, to assess, to find out the level, or to measure the. Every time you start with 2. Aim, you have to start with 2. To measure, you can write to measure the positive, and you can write measure or find or assess. Okay. The positive and negative. And you start from here again. Negative effects of the participant or subject. You can write either way. Of the subject or participant subject or participant using the PANAS. Sorry, I can't complete it there. Complete and write. Okay, PANAS. After aim, what is the next heading?
Materials.
Materials. What are the materials required? The first thing that you will require is the scale, PANAS. Then you'll require the manual, lab manual. Then you'll require the writing materials. Along with lab manual, you can write lab manual and scoring key. Scoring key is the one I gave you. For very little, we write this number. For moderate, we write this number. That is the key that we use, scoring key. That is called the scoring key. Okay, after materials, what comes next?
Subject.
Subject. What is the subject's name? You have to write that. And since I taught you rapport building, that's why I told you to do it on a family member. This is basically a self-report measure. Self-report means you can do it on your own. You can test your own positive and negative effect using the scale. If I use a self-report measure for memory span, that means I am testing my own memory. I can report it myself. Understood? Okay. So subject, you can write your name, the initials of your name itself. If you're doing some other test for exam, you basically do a test on somebody else. No, so you can make up one name and write like RS or SI or something. Just initials. For experimenter and subject. For the experimenter, write your own initials. For the other one, write the person's initial. Okay, age and all, you'll fill it up, no? I don't have to teach that. Then after that, what comes next? What is next?
Experimental.
Experimenter. That it is your initials. Then after that,
Procedure or administration.
procedure or administration. I think it's almost time to wind up, no? Yes or no?
5 more minutes.
5 minutes. Okay. So procedure or administration, you have to write the rapport building also inside that. So I'll send it to you because all of you have to write it in a similar manner. You have to write it in a fair paper also. And for this year, you have only one test. Okay, we'll finish it off with this test. And it was supposed to be 2 tests, but one is deleted. So we'll finish with this one. Did you get your exam dates? Yes. When is your psychology exam?
5th.
5th February. So we barely have 2 weeks, isn't it? Yes. So we have to start revision also in between. So I'll send it to you what to write next for the procedure or administration. After the procedure, what do we have?
Scoring.
Scoring we'll we'll write like this. The scoring is simple and it is done with a scoring key or from the table in the lab manual. You can write it like that. And after scoring,
Result.
Discussion.
result and discussion. Result table you have to draw. Table also I'll send it to you. Then discussion is very simple. You'll just write what was the basic procedure as a summary. You'll discuss this to, if you're reporting what happened in the test to another person, to your superior or somebody else, what will you say? You start from the beginning, isn't it? This person came, observed the general appearance and all. This was done. The rapport was built. Then the test was administered. Then this happened. From the results, what did we find out? All those things. Reference and conclusion also. Conclusion, you can write. This is the score. Or the person, the participant, or the subject got moderate level of positive effect and a high level of negative effect, or you can write according to the score that you got. Understood? Then reference I will give you. It's from the manual of the authors. Okay, so please keep those who did not complete, score that and keep, and I will send you over the procedure and all. Fine. Okay then. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.